The Stoics had some pretty strong opinions about most topics in life, right? But few were more controversial than their views on friendship. Because if there's one thing that just about everyone can relate to, it's having friends, or at least wanting to have friends. And the Stoics believe that most people did friendship all wrong. So in this video we're going to go over what they thought about it, how they thought it should be done, and what it means for us today. If you want to know how the Stoics viewed friendship, you first have to know one thing about them. They believed above all else in freedom. It was the ultimate good, the chief aim of life. And because friendship could either enhance or diminish your freedom, they felt very strongly about who you chose to be your friend. The Stoics didn't think that you should try to make friends with anyone who would accept you. They believed that you should only become close with those whose character you admired, whose wisdom and virtue you could learn from, even if that meant that you'd have fewer friends. In the words of Epicurus, friendship is unnecessary, like the theater of life, which can manage quite well without an audience. Now, you might think that's a bit extreme, but the Stoics weren't just trying to tell you to be choosy with your friends. They were telling you to seek out friends who made you better. Seneca famously wrote, "He is a friend who has the ability to make you a better man." So when you look at your own friends, do you think they inspire you to be better? Do you admire their character? If not, maybe it's time to find some new ones. But you might be thinking, wait a second, aren't friends supposed to accept you for who you are? Like you're not supposed to change your friends. They're supposed to accept you for who you are. Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't still strive to become a better person. The key here, according to the Stoics, is that your friendships don't depend on anything. Your worth isn't dependent on other people's approval or acceptance. You're valuable simply by being human. And by becoming better, you also become a better friend. So the Stoics weren't saying you should abandon your friends for not accepting you, but that you should always be working to improve yourself and be open to criticism. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "He who is not ready to listen to someone criticizing his faults will not listen to the truth." So be willing to hear the truth about yourself, not just from your friends, but from everyone. You never know where you'll find wisdom. Another aspect of the Stoics' views on friendship is that you should choose friends based on character rather than convenience. That means you should value honesty and integrity over superficial qualities like looks or status. As Marcus Aurelius put it, "You could be right, but I'd rather be good." Now, this doesn't mean that the Stoics were against physical attractiveness, or that they valued ugliness. It just means that they believed that these traits were irrelevant compared to the importance of character. After all, it's not how attractive you are or how much money you have that truly matters. It's how you behave and what you stand for. You see, the Stoics knew that you can't control how other people look or how much money they have, but you can control your own actions and your values. So instead of wasting time chasing after things you can't control, they advised focusing on what you can. This brings us to another crucial point about Stoic friendship. It's not about being liked, it's about being good. You see, the Stoics believed that friendship should be a bond between two good people who share the same values. It's not about being popular or having a lot of friends. It's about having a few true friends who respect and admire you. This doesn't mean that the Stoics were loners, or that they didn't enjoy socializing. They just believed that it was important to be careful about who you let into your inner circle. As Seneca said, "Not all wounds are inflicted by enemies. Some are inflicted by friends whom you trust too much." So don't be afraid to be picky about your friends. Don't compromise your values for the sake of popularity. Be willing to lose a few friends in order to gain a few brothers. I know that sounds harsh, but it's really just about being honest with yourself and others. It's not about being rude or exclusive, it's about being selective. We all have different backgrounds, beliefs, and experiences, and that's what makes each of us unique. But it also means that not everyone is going to be compatible with everyone else. That's okay, it's normal, it's part of life. The Stoics believe that you shouldn't waste your time trying to force relationships that don't work out. Instead, you should focus on nurturing the ones that do. You can't fit a round peg in a square hole, so don't try to force it. Move on and find someone else. So if you're looking for some advice on how to make friends, here's what the Stoics would probably tell you. First, be yourself. Don't try to impress people by being someone you're not. That's just going to attract the wrong kind of people. Second, be genuine. Don't fake your interest in things or people. If you're not interested in something, just say so. People will appreciate your honesty. Third, be helpful. Try to help others whenever you can. That's the best way to build trust and goodwill. Fourth, be loyal. Stand by your friends through thick and thin. That's what friendship is all about. Finally, be patient. It takes time to build meaningful relationships. Don't expect to make close friends overnight. Nurture your friendships and they will grow. As you can see, the Stoic view of friendship is both simple and profound. It's simple in the sense that it doesn't require complicated rules or rituals. Just be yourself, be genuine, be helpful, be loyal, be patient. But it is also profound because it challenges us to think deeply about who we are and who we want to be friends with. The Stoics believed that friendship was one of the greatest gifts that life had to offer, but also one of the greatest challenges. It's a gift because friends can make life more enjoyable, more meaningful, and more successful. But it's also a challenge because they can distract you, tempt you, and hurt you. That's why they urged us to choose our friends carefully, to be worthy of their loyalty and to never take them for granted. The Stoics believed that friendship was a two-way street. It required effort, commitment, and sacrifice from both sides. You couldn't expect your friends to always agree with you or to do everything for you, but you also couldn't expect them to understand you or to respect you if you didn't show them the same courtesy. You had to give as much as you got. You had to be willing to help your friends in times of need, even if it inconvenienced you. You had to be willing to forgive them when they wronged you, even if it hurt you, and you had to be willing to accept them as they were, even if they weren't perfect. Being a Stoic doesn't mean that you're emotionless or uncaring. It just means that you're rational and self-aware. You know that nothing in life is certain except death. You know that everything changes and that nothing lasts forever. So you do want to waste time worrying about things you can't control or holding on to things that are slipping away. You focus on what you can influence and what you value. You cherish your friends and you show them how much you appreciate them while you can, because you know that someday you might not be able to. Well, friends, that's how the Stoics viewed friendship. What do you think? Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? Either way, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. Until next time, remember that you can find more information in the description. Thank you.